Hello, this is the video for 3.4 day 2 graphing. The essential question is, how can I compare two ratios? That is what we're going to do today. We're going to compare two different ratios and answer what the question is. There are multiple different questions. Generally, the question will probably be which one is faster, or which one is cheaper, or something like that. For your entry task, please represent the ratio relationship using a graph. So if you haven't already, copy down the notes, the picture that's posted on the Google Classroom. Just copy all the notes down, and then we'll add to it as you watch this video. So copy it all down, and then watch this video and add to it as I'm talking, and push pause along the way. So do your entry task right now. Plot those points for time and earnings, and push pause if you haven't already done that. Okay, I'm assuming you have done your entry task. So now it is time to plot these points. As you can see, time is on top of the table, which means that it is your X, and earnings is at the bottom, which means it's your Y. You can also see that on the X-axis, it's going by 1, 2, and 3, and then on the Y-axis, it's going by 10, 20, 30. That is allowed, as long as the intervals are the same amount of space. So you can see each tick on the X-axis is only one number, and each tick on the Y-axis is 10 numbers. As long as it's the same amount of space in between, it's fine. So the point 110 is right here. The point 220 is right here. And 330 is right here. Make sure you draw a line to go through it. And there it is. That's just a quick warm-up to make sure you know how to plot points. All right. Comparing ratios. Here is our story problem. A hot air balloon rises 9 meters for every 3 seconds. A blimp rises 7 meters every 2 seconds. Which rises faster? And then my hint is create 2 tables and a graph. And I set up your 2 tables nicely over here already. We have our balloon and we have our blimp. We have time and height, and time and height. And then here is a graph. The y-axis does look a little confusing. If you can see, it goes by 4s. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, which means that the space in between every single tick is 4 numbers. So we got to be, we got to guesstimate a little bit if we're doing numbers in between there. But on the x-axis, everything just goes by 1. So it's fine. Well, let's look at this ratio. We should have at least 3 points to make a graph. That is something my algebra teacher taught me that I will never forget. You need at least 3 points to make a graph. The first one, all ratios start at a specific point. I think you remember this. We did this yesterday. All ratios start at the point 0, 0. So make sure that you have the point 0, 0 marked. And then we can do our balloon. We have the point 39, and then now we just have to do one more point. Well, the easiest thing to do, in my opinion, is to just double it. So we should do 6 and 18. Just times it by 2. I swear that's an 18. Let me do that again. It's hard on a computer. 6, 18. So now we have 2 points. We have 3, 9, so here's 3, and 9 is just a little bit on top of 8, which would be about right there. It's okay to estimate. And then you have 6, 18. Here's 6, and then 18 is just a little bit under 20 as well. 3 points make a line. So let's do our best to draw through our line. Make that point. Oh, did the best I could there. All right, so that is the line for the balloon. Now, let's do the same thing for the blimp. The blimp, we have 2, 7. Well, we know it starts at 0, 0, so we can also draw a line, a point at 0, 0. We have 2, 7, and then we could double it as well. Or we could do 6. Sometimes it's fun to do 6 too. Let's do 6. So 2 times 3 is 6, and 7 times 3 is 21. You can clearly see that the blimp is at 21 while the balloon's only at 18. So obviously from the ratio table, the blimp is going faster. But we can also tell by looking at the graph. So on the graph, if we go to 6, 21 is up here. And so if I were to draw, it would go there. Oh, I forgot the point 2, 7. So 2, 7, here's 2, and there is 7. So 2, 7's a little wonky, but there you go. And there is your blimp. So from looking at the graph, you can see that the blimp's line is going up faster than the balloon's line, and you can tell from the ratio tables that when they're both at 6 seconds, the balloon is at 18 meters and the blimp is at 21 meters, making the blimp rise faster. On questions, I think 9, 10, and 11 on the 3.4 practice, you'll be able to answer those questions nicely. If you're done with the 3.4 practice, or if you finish the 3.4 practice in class today, go ahead and finish your mystery graph picture. If you can color it, that'd be nice if you can color it. If you want a different picture, I have a few on my desk that you can also work on. If you're done with both of those items, you can do Math iReady. You can play a Math iReady game or a Math iReady lesson. You could do homework from another class, but please do not touch the board games in class while I am not there. So do something quiet, like homework from another class, read a book, do Math iReady. Those are kind of your options. Let's not play too many like games. Please finish your assignments first. All right, have a nice day. Thank you.